by all means, adjust yourself. Oh, it's fine. Paul. It's the same, but good. I'm not in pain. What? Yeah, it has moments. Why can't I think of your name in this moment? I know it starts with a J. Jake. Okay, yeah. So funny. Tuesday is so packed, and then this bus is like not packed. Okie dokie, my friends. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm getting started late, so let's just get going. Like you guys have mostly heard my announcement, so let's just practice. So, seated meditation. You're welcome to just move or wiggle a little bit if you want to. And eventually find stillness in your body. And just be intentional with where and how you place your hands. Feel into the length of your spine, back of your neck. Close your eyes. Or if you like to keep your eyes open, lower and soften your gaze. And then just take a few moments to really become more present, more aware. So let go of whatever happened on your journey here, whatever happened earlier this morning or yesterday, whatever's happening later, and just feel into right here, right now. Feel your body in this space. Feel your sit bones on your mat. Feel your breath flowing through you, rising and falling, expanding and contracting. If you're a visual person, you can visualize your breath using your imagination, see it in some way. I like to imagine it flowing up and down my spine. Whatever resonates for you this morning. And with this extra awareness, extra attention on your breath, next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. And then pause in fullness and find an extra little sip at the top. Open your mouth and let it go. Good. Do that 2 more times. Great big inhale. Fill up. Fill up every little space. Hold. Find that extra sip. And then open your mouth. Let it go. Nice job, you guys. One more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Pause. Hold. Notice if you're tightening around your breath. See if you can soften around it. Take that extra sip, maybe even 2. And when you're ready, out your mouth, let it go. Seal your lips and begin to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose with a gentle constriction in the back of your throat. So you're constricting the muscles in the back of your throat that you constrict when you hum, when you whisper, or when you gasp. So essentially, you're humming on the inside. You're humming without using your actual voice. You're just creating your own inner vibration. Inhales are big and spacious. This breath comes all the way down from your diaphragm. And every exhale, all the way to emptiness. And at the bottom of each exhale, see if you can find a connection to your center. So your belly button pulls back towards your spine. That's what's called Uddiyana Bandha. It's your core locks. So at the very bottom of each exhale, you pause for a moment. You feel your center. So this breath is slow, steady. It's regulating and calming for your nervous system. But it's also powerful and vibrant and dynamic. And it will support you, empower you from the inside as you move through your physical practice. Please feel free to come back here at any time if you just want to reconnect to yourself, to your breath, to your own rhythm. If you're ready to start moving now, take this breath with you. Come forward to your hands and your knees. So tabletop. And then from your tabletop, start to move in clockwise circles with your hips. So over to your right, all the way back, almost like you're going into a child's pose. Over to your left, and then forward. Let your hips move towards the ground just as much as feels good to you. And take a few more just like that. Make these circles as big as you can. And if it would feel good to stay in one place for a moment, feels a little stiff or a little tender, you can just kind of move back and forth. Go for it. Good job, you guys. And then start to find your way to a neutral spine position, just regular tabletop. Bring your knees at least hips width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. We're setting up for thread the needle. Take your right arm out to the right, reach it all the way up, gaze up. And then thread your right arm underneath you. So reach through as far as you can and gently come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder and your head. So you can lean forward to bring your shoulder and your head to the ground. You could also make this more of a child's pose variation. If that feels better in your body, you could sit your hips back. So feel free to explore this posture if you want to wrap your left arm behind you. Or sometimes I like to interlace my fingers. I kind of pull with my left arm on my right arm. Breathe into the space between my shoulder blades. Take about 3 more deep breaths here. Good job. If you do have your left hand lifted, bring your left hand back to the ground. Next time you breathe in, unthread your right arm, reach it all the way out and up. Exhale, right hand down. Take a few counterclockwise circles now. So as big as you can make them, fullest range of motion you can find. And if you want to stay in one spot, kind of move back and forth, feel free. Feel into your front body, back body, side bodies. Feel into your hips and your shoulders and your hands. And then slowly start to come back to your regular tabletop, your neutral spine. And once again, bring your knees at least hips width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Take your left arm out and up this time. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, thread your left arm through. So this might be the same variation you took on the other side, or this side might feel completely different and you want to go somewhere different. So you do you, just be in your body in this moment. So rather than thinking, I always do this pose this way. See if you can feel right now what would be interesting. What would be different? How could I create space where there was not space before? Nice job, you guys. Take your last couple of rounds on this side. If you have your right hand lifted, bring it back to the ground. On an inhalation, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up. And then left hand down. And this time, whatever feels good to you. So maybe cat-cows, maybe more circles, maybe figure eights. Maybe you just want to sit back and take child's pose for a few breaths. So explore from hands and knees for a few rounds. And then eventually we're heading towards downward facing dog. So you can start your transition back whenever you would like. Once you're back in your dog pose, take a few breaths to feel around from there. So you could pedal out your heels. You give your head a little shake or a little nod. If it feels good to bend your knees a lot, bend your knees a lot. So that is not the goal of the pose, to get your legs straight or to get your heels on the ground. So see if you can first find lots of length from your fingertips all the way up to your hips, all the way up to your sit bones. Feel a connection to your strong core. And if you want to work your legs straight and you can keep all of that, go for it. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. And as you exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat, forward fold, however you'd like to get there. Once you have arrived, halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, bow and fold. Do that once more, halfway lift. So stick your butt out and reach the top of your head forward. And exhale, let it go. And rise all the way up. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Flow with your breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, dive down. Halfway lift. Inhale. Listen. Exhale. Plant your hands, feet back, plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Push the ground away. And then exhale to slowly lower. Inhale, back bend, heart opener of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a great big inhalation into your down dog. And exhale, look forward, step or hop, top of your space. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, bow, fold. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Inhale your arms overhead. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's take that one more time. It's your sun salutation A. Inhale, high mountain pose. Exhale, slowly dive down into your fold, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, breathe in. This time, exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Keep that exhale going as you lower Chaturanga. Nice, Paul. Inhale, peel your heart open. Good, Samantha. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job, everybody. Great big inhalation. Push the ground away. Feel your strong hands. Nice, Dante. Exhale, look forward, step or float, top of your space. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good breathing. Rise all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, my friends, inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, chair pose, sit back. So weight is in your heels. See if right now you can pick up your toes and spread them apart. So make your feet feel really active, really alive. Yeah. And then as you're sitting back, notice if you're letting go through your belly, pull your belly button back and up so you feel connected to your center. Soften through your face, unclench your jaw. If your shoulders feel tense, bend your elbows a little bit. See if that helps. Take one more round of breaths, a little bit deeper. And then bottom of your exhalation, forward fold, release. Beautiful, nice Courtney, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position, pause here. We're gonna take side plank, Vashisthasana. Right hand is your base. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. If you wanna modify, your right knee or your right forearm could come down. Nice job, you guys. Keep your hips as high as possible. So the higher you can get your hips, the more weight that will take out of your shoulder and your wrists. Maybe your left arm reaches forward towards the front wall. Maybe your left leg floats up. Beautiful. Feel the strength in your right side abdominals, your oblique muscles. One more huge full body breath. Lift your hips a little higher. Nice, man. Come back to plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push up. Push the ground away. And then slowly lower one strong straight line all the way down. Inhale, Spider-Man Cobra. Bring your hands out very wide, up on your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, take a little twist to your right and dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, back to center, heart lifts, tone in your belly to support low back. Exhale, other side, twist. Very nice. Inhale, center, lift. Exhale, release. Let it go. Tabletop position, hands and knees. So spread your fingers and push into the ground so you feel your muscles, your arm muscles, your shoulder muscles, even your pectoral muscles, your chest muscles are turning on. Take your right arm forward and your left leg back. So right arm, left leg. Feel a long, strong, powerful line of energy from front to back. And notice if you're letting go completely through your belly, draw navel to spine and feel as if you have a brace around your middle. Take one more big inhale here. Nice, Marriott. Exhale, elbow to knee, slow motion. Round your back, hollow out your belly. Inhale, re-extend like you're moving through mud. Exhale, elbow to knee, round, hollow out, all the way to empty. Nice, Eileen. Inhale, lengthen. And take that just one more time. Elbow to knee, exhale, all the way to empty. Inhale, reach. As you exhale, bring just your right hand down. Pivot on your right knee. So your right foot comes to the outside of your mat like a little kickstand. And then left arm to the sky. So you're in a modified side plank, opening towards the windows. Yes, nice, Jake. You can put your left foot on the ground, or if your left foot is lifted, make your left leg really strong and powerful. Maybe your left arm reaches forward, bicep next to your ear. Good. And then final option, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Use gentle leverage to work your pose. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Press your press your hips forward and let your heart look up wherever you're at. One last huge breath. Soften through your face. And then slowly let it go. Come back to hands and knees. From hands and knees, bring your forearms to the ground. We're setting up for a dolphin pose. So if it helps you set up, you can grab opposite elbows. That's how far apart you want your arms pretty much. See if you can make a number 11 on the ground with your arms. Spread your fingers and press down especially into thumbs and index. If you want to modify, you can make a tripod with your hands instead. Relax your neck. Hug in with your upper arms like there's a band around your upper arms squeezing in. Curl your toes under, lift your knees, lift your hips, dolphin. Yes, walk your toes as close as you can to your elbows, but don't let your shoulders come forward of your elbows. So shoulders are stacked over elbows and your heart is pressing back. You can bend your knees a lot. You can be on your tiptoes. Imagine an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling straight up towards the sky. Stay where you are at or take your right leg back and up. Use it to lift you out of your upper body. So press up with your right foot. You can stay here, or if you feel like taking little hops, you're welcome to. You never have to arrive anywhere, but you can play. Maybe you just play with getting your foot, your left foot, like a half inch off the ground, little tiny hops. Take 1 or 2 more breaths wherever you're working, your variation. Good job. Bring your right foot down, bring your knees down. Sit back, hero's pose. So kneeling meditation. If that does not work for your knees, any other variation of a seated meditation that you would like to find? And then as you sit, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. This might be where you stay. If it is available, reach your hands back away from your body. And then notice if you've let go through your belly and you're flaring your ribs forward, draw your belly button back towards your spine. And then only if you want to, you can create a little back bend by puffing up your heart, tilting your chin up, and imagine you're reaching your knuckles towards the ground behind you. Do not let your head collapse back. So keep strength in the sides of your neck. Take about 3 more rounds wherever you're at. If the back bend is not benefiting you, then just keep a nice neutral spine. Work on the mobility of your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Good job. Take 1 last deep breath. See some of you moving your head around. I love that. And then as you're ready, friends, release. Come forward to hands and knees. If you want, you can kind of shake out your arms. And from your hands and your knees, downward facing dog when you are ready. If you want to, you can move through a quick vinyasa to just kind of reset. Otherwise, just pedal out your heels. Ujjayi breath. All right, from your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. And peel your right hip open. So bend your right knee, reach it out and up. See if you can feel your outer right butt cheek squeezing. And try to keep your shoulders square and strong rather than sinking into your left shoulder and hyperextending. Take 1 more inhale here. You can stay if you want. Otherwise, exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Inhale back up. See if you can open your hip again. Peel it open. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or see if you can get all the way up to your armpit really high. Inhale back up. Open your hip 1 more time. And then everybody, knee to your nose, round your back. You should be on your back, tippy toes, and then step forward softly, low lunge. Good job. Rise up to crescent lunge. So strong legs, strong foundation. Energetically, you're pulling your front hip back, your back hip forward. A little tone in your belly. So rather than flaring your ribs forward, imagine knitting them together, finding a connection to your center, navel to spine. Again, like you have that brace around your middle. Take 1 more inhale right here. And then as you exhale, we are going to twist to the right. Left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. Bend your back knee to a hover, or if you want to, you can always set your back knee down gently. If your back knee is hovering, try to drag your back thigh forward and pull your front hip back. Feel your inner thighs squeeze even more. If you want a balance challenge, see if you can gaze back over your right shoulder behind you. Take 1 last deep breath. Bottom of your exhale, listen, bring your right forearm across your low back. Square your shoulders forward and gaze forward. Reach your left arm to the sky. And then see if you can create a little back bend, not by just leaning back, but by curling open. So puff up your heart, tilt your chin up. Don't let your head collapse back. Breathe all the way down your left side. 1 last big, huge breath. Good job, friends. Bring your left hand to the ground. Take your right arm to the sky. Revolve lunge. So stay in your lunge position just a little longer. Breathe. If you want to bring your back knee down now, you're welcome to. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Twist from your center. Nice, Eileen. One last round to work your twist. And then let it go. Walk your hands to the long edge, left long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Halfway lift, breathe in. Anywhere you want to go. So fold or explore, play. About 5 to 7 rounds. Thanks, Jill. All right, last couple breaths. Into a halfway lift position. Inhale. Fingertips on the ground, so bend your knees as much as you need to. Crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. So you're in low lunge. And then from your low lunge, listen, not standing splits, but like a warrior 3 with your fingertips on the ground or your hands on a block or blocks. So start to walk your hands forward, back foot floats up. See if you can get your back leg parallel to the ground and your spine parallel to the ground, hips square. Inner thighs face each other. Press with your back foot like you're stomping it onto an invisible wall. Keep your left hand down. Bring your right hand to the crease of your right hip. Stick your fingers in that crease and literally push your right hip back. If your hips are square, then you should feel your upper body start to twist to the right. Continue to work that twist with the strength in your core. See if you can reach your right arm to the sky. Keep pressing with your back foot. Keep twisting from your center. Yes. Nice, Samantha. Good. Breathe down into your belly and twist as you exhale. Nice job, you guys. Bottom of your next exhale, forward fold, release. Top of your mat. Heel toe your feet out to the width of your mat. Bring your toes out wider than your heels and come down into your low squat malasana. If you need to lift your heels, that's okay. If your heels are on the ground, see if you can pick up your toes and spread them apart. And then I like to sometimes feel into cat-cow with my spine here, with my pelvis. So you get a little something different as you move through those 2 poses, flexion and extension of your spine. Just make sure your breath is right there. Take a couple more. Bottom of your next exhalation, bring your fingertips to the ground, lift your hips to the sky. Heel toe your feet back in however you prefer them. Hips width distance or big toes touch. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's just roll really slow. Let your arms and your head hang. Super slow roll all the way up. Your head's the last thing to stack. And then once your head stacks, just roll out your shoulders a few times. And then after a few rolls with your shoulders, roll them up, back, and down. Palms open towards the front of the room. Feel your feet on the ground. Close your eyes, or invitation to close your eyes. If you want, you can keep them open. See if you can feel yourself standing here from the inside. So feel your feet on the ground. Feel the crown of your head drawing up. Feel your shoulders broad. Feel yourself taking up space. Feel your breath moving through every space. Good job, you guys. So just standing with intention, attention, awareness. Stay as you are, and with your next inhalation, just fill up as big as you can. Hold. Notice if you're tensing up around your held breath. See if you can soften a little bit. Keep holding. Take an extra sip, maybe 2. And then let it out your mouth. good job. Switch back on your Ujjayi and inhale, high mountain, reach up and stretch. Exhale, dive down nice and easy, forward fold. Good job. Halfway lift position, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. We'll get into it again. So side plank here, left hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot. If you want to come down to your forearm or your knee, please feel free. Lift your hips really high and feel the strength in your left side abdominals. So you're trying to create a rainbow or an arch with your body. Option to extend your right arm forward and maybe even float your right leg up. As your right leg floats up, see if you can lift your hips even higher. You got a little lighter. Take one last big, huge breath. Nice, Courtney. Slow motion, come back to plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up and push the ground away. Nice, Jake. As you exhale, strong straight line all the way to your belly. Good job. We're going to take Spider-Man Cobra, but we're doing something different. So bring your hands out wide up on your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. You might not keep your chest quite as high. Bend your right knee, press into your right fingertips, and roll up onto the outside of your left hip. Imagine your right leg is a scorpion tail behind you. Try to touch your toes to the ground behind you. You can let your left shoulder dip down and feel the stretch in the front of your left shoulder, kind of like a micro shoulder pigeon. Take one last breath here. And then slowly unwind, come back through center, right leg extends this time, left knee bends, press up to your outer right hip, your left toes reach towards the ground behind you like a little scorpion tail. Good job. Soft through your facial muscles, one last deep breath. And then come back to center and let it go. Tabletop position, hands and knees. If you want, you can sit back into a child's pose real quick. Eventually, just strong, sturdy tabletop. Spread your fingers and push the ground away. Nice, Maria. This time, your left arm forward, your right leg back for your spinal balance. So hips are square. Notice if your belly is dropping, draw your belly button in and up. So strong, powerful line. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, like you're moving through honey, elbow to knee, curl in, hollow out. Inhale, long, strong, powerful. Exhale, elbow to knee. Good job. Good breath. Inhale, re-extend. Last time, elbow to knee. All the way to emptiness. Inhale, reach. And then as you exhale, just your left hand comes down. Pivot on your left knee, so your left foot comes outside of your mat like a little kickstand. If you need to, you can set your right foot down, kind of adjust your knee if it's bothering you at all. Eventually, right arm to the sky. So open up to your modified side plank. The tendency here is to want to stick your butt out behind you instead of sticking your butt out. See if you can squeeze to your outer left butt cheek and press your hips forward. Keep your back leg strong and powerful. Maybe reach your right arm towards the front wall and work the length in your right side. Only if it will serve you. Option to bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your right foot. And then the tendency is to kick your foot up and stick your butt out. Try to kick your foot back, press your hips forward, and let your heart look up. See if you can spread your toes as you hold your foot in your hand. Take one more huge full body breath. Nice, Jill. Good, Eileen. Slowly let it go. Come back to tabletop. And set up for one more dolphin pose. Come down to your forearms. Grab opposite elbows. If you're like me, I hate this pose. It's so hard, but it's so good for your shoulders and your upper back. So just remember that. Let your neck relax. Hug in with your upper arms like you've got a strap around your arms and it's cinching in. Curl your toes under, lift your knees, lift your hips. Come into your dolphin. Walk your toes as close as you can to your elbows And imagine that invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's not pulling back anymore. It's pulling straight up, trying to lift you up. So find that connection to your center. You can stay where you're at or left leg to the sky. Make it powerful and strong. Keep pressing your heart towards the back wall. Stay where you are, or if you want to add those little hops towards forearm stand, please feel free. If you are trying to get your forearm stand, then your gaze will be forward in between your hands. Take about 2 more deep breaths wherever you're at. Let your left foot come down. Let your knees come down. And then this time, we're sitting back into what's called screaming toe pose. Bring your knees hips width distance apart. Curl your toes under and sit back onto your heels. If this feels like way too much, then you can bring your hands to a block or to the ground in front of you. Lift your hips, take some weight off. If it feels okay, hug in with your heels so your heels aren't drifting apart, and then just sit back and rest. Only if you want to. You can add, just like we did last time, the interlace of your fingers behind your back, and even that little baby back bend if you want. But stay wherever you feel like you are getting the most benefit. Like you can still breathe deeply. And if at any point you need to come out of it, take a little break, please do so. Let the heat build in the soles of your feet and send your breath into it. This is really good for your plantar fascia, for the soft tissue on the bottoms of your feet. Notice if you're clenching your jaw or tightening up through your eyebrows or forehead. Last couple of rounds. You want to exhale out your mouth, go for it. Come forward to hands and knees. Untuck your toes. And sometimes I think it feels good to just kind of pitter patter tap tops of your feet against the ground. And you can even lift your feet up and kind of point, flex, circle them out. Whenever you're ready, downward facing dog. And as you move into your down dog, you might feel a new aliveness or a new awareness in your feet and your toes. You want to move through a quick vinyasa on your own just to kind of reset, feel free. Otherwise, just walk out your dog, couple breaths. Yes, ma'am. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Peel your left hip open. So it's coming from your left hip, not from your shoulders, not from your hands. Squeeze through your outer left butt cheek to make this action happen. Take one more inhale here. You can stay if you prefer. Otherwise, exhale, left knee to right elbow, or come as close as you can. Good. Inhale back up. See if you can peel your hip open again. Open it up. Exhale, left to left. Aim high. Try not to let your butt sink down. Inhale back up. Open your hip one last time. And then knee to your nose, everybody. Scoop out your belly on your back tiptoes. Step forward softly, low lunge. Rise slowly, crescent lunge. Beautiful. Really good poses, everybody. So your legs are your strong foundation. You've got a nice long stance. That's creating your mobility, your flexibility. But then rather than just sinking into it and overstretching and hyperextending, you're hugging in. You're finding stability as well. So as you hug in, you find your strong foundation in your legs. You can grow into your expression through your upper body. You can be intentional with your fingers and your gaze and your face. Take one more big inhale as you reach up. Good job. As you exhale, twist towards the windows. Right arm forward, left arm back. Back knee bends to a hover, or back knee can come down gently to modify. If your back knee is hovering, imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward and pull your front hip back, squeeze through your inner thighs. Your weight is centered, so you're not reaching forward. Nice and centered. If you want, you can gaze back over your left shoulder behind you. Take your last breath. Good job. Now listen, end of your exhalation, left forearm across your low back. your back knee can stay down or your back knee can stay bent. Right arm to the sky, gaze forward, shoulders forward. Start to create a little back bend. So not by leaning back and sinking into your low back, but by curling open, using your mid and your upper back mobility. Breathe down your long right side. Puff up your chest. Take one more inhale. Good job. And as you exhale, right hand to the ground, left arm to the sky. So now you're in a revolve lunge. You can straighten out your back leg or you can set your back knee down. Squeeze through your inner thighs, twist from your center. Imagine that your left hip is being dragged towards the back wall, but at the same time, your left knee is magnetized to your right armpit. Nice, Nan. Take one last huge breath to work your twist a little bit deeper. And let it go. Hands walk over to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet. You're in a wide-legged straddle position. Halfway lift. Inhale. And then anywhere you'd like to go as you exhale, you can fold or you can play. You do not have to do what you did on the other side necessarily. Anytime you want, side out your mouth. Next time you breathe in, come to a halfway lift position. And then move into a low lunge position. So walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, low lunge. And then remember, it's not standing splits, but we're moving into a variation of warrior 3 with fingertips on the ground or your hands on blocks or a block. So walk your hands forward, float your back foot up, but try to keep your spine long, like you're in a halfway lift with your spine. Back leg parallel to the ground, like you're making an uppercase letter T with your body. Keep your right hand down. Bring your left hand to the crease of your left hip. Stick your fingers in that crease. If your hips are square, then this will work. So push your left hip back using your left hand and feel your upper body twist towards the windows a little bit. Yes, and then work the twist even more with the strength in your strong core. Good, Samantha. Keep your back leg pressing. Maybe your left arm reaches up, open up through the left side of your heart. Good job. One last deep breath, your pose. And let it go. Forward fold, top of your mat. Set your right foot down. You can give your left leg a little shaky shake. Walk your feet out to the width of your mat. Bring your toes out wider than your heels. Toes can come off of your mat. Low squat malasana. Yeah. So if possible, keep your heels down. If you need to lift them, that's okay. You could try widening your feet a little bit more and see if that helps. And then this time, only if you would like, option for a more intense version of this, and it's really just adding shoulders. Press your palms together and see if you can reach your arms straight up. Try to press your heart forward and your arms back. Keep your heels down. If that feels like it's too much, you're not getting as much out of the pose, it's not therapeutic any longer, then let go of the arms. Do what works best in your body today. Breathe big and spacious. Last couple. Good job. End of your next exhale. Bring your fingertips down, lift your hips up. Heel toe your feet back in, however you prefer them. So big toes touch or hips width distance. Make sure all of your toes are now facing forward. Halfway lift. Realign your spine. Inhale. Exhale, fold. And then one more time, let's roll. Super slow roll. One vertebra at a time. And then only at the very top does your head stack. Once your head stacks, few rolls with your shoulders. And eventually just stand in your mountain pose. So shoulders roll back and down, palms face forward. Yeah. Close your eyes. Feel into the energy of a mountain, rooted and grounded, bold, taking up space. Stay as you are. Fill up as big as you can with your next inhalation. Hold. Extra sip, maybe 2. And then sigh, let it out. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, reach up. And take a slow dive. Exhale all the way down. Good job. Lift halfway. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Pause, listen carefully. Come down to your forearms, forearm plank. So elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel. See if you can keep your forearms on the ground so you're not going into a forearm side plank. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Left foot stacks on top of right. So you're twisting through your hips and your waistline. You should feel this in your right side abdominals, your right side obliques. Keep your hips lifted. Keep your feet flexed and active. Take one more breath here. And then as gracefully as you can, you're gonna come through center and switch to the other side. So both forearms are pressing down. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot. Keep your hips lifted and feel this in your left side abdominals. Breathe, soften through your face. Flex through your toes. One last deep breath. Good job. Come back to your forearm plank. And then from your forearm plank, come back up to the palms of your hands, high plank. Inhale, push the ground away. Find your strength. Strong straight line all the way to your belly. And then pause on your belly. You're gonna stay low, baby cobra this time, baby cobra. So lift using the strength of your back, not the strength in your arms. Float your hands up, reach your hands back, float your feet up, reach your toes back, locust pose, hug in with your inner thighs. Great place to stay or interlace your fingers or take your full floor bow if you would like. Bend your knees, grab hold of your ankles or the tops of your feet. All variations, hug in with your inner thighs to stay out of your low back. Use your mid and your upper back mobility to lift your heart. Take one more big, huge inhale. Lift, lift, lift. Let it go. You can rest down. Turn your head to either side. And just take a few deep breaths down into your low back. If you want to, you can kind of rock your hips side to side. You could windshield wiper your shins. Give yourself about 3 to 5 more rounds, friends. We'll meet in down dog. So if you want to hang out on your belly, perfect. If you want to take some cat-cows or vinyasa or find a child's pose for a moment, go for it. Once you're back in your down dog, reconnect to your Ujjayi breath if you've lost it. All right, inhale your right leg to the sky. Peel your right hip open, bend your right knee. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Round your back, hollow out your belly. Step forward softly, low lunge. And then this time, warrior 2. Pivot your back, heel down. Rise up into your Virabhadrasana 2. So right toes face forward, left toes face towards the windows. See if you can feel your front knee tracking towards your pinky toe. So wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body. Next time you breathe in, side angle, reach forward like you want to touch the front wall. And then when you can't reach anymore, just tip it over, right elbow to right thigh, or maybe right hand to the ground or a block. Left arm could reach straight up, left arm could reach forward, or if you want to move into the half or the full bind, go for it. We'll be here for about 2-3 more deep breaths. Your heart wants to look up, so see if you can let it. And then we're going to move into a balancing half moon. So in your next couple rounds, you can start your transition. Reach your right hand forward. If you've got a block, great place to use one. Float your back foot up. Keep pressing with your back foot like you're stomping it onto an invisible wall behind you. Keep your hips open. Keep your heart open. Good. Nice job, everybody. Feel all that space, all that length. Take one more huge inhale. And then exhale nice and easy. Forward fold, top of your yoga mat. Whatever feels good for a moment. Pedal out your heels. Maybe a little ragdoll. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, bow, let it go. Rise all the way up. Big stretch. Inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. Keep flowing with breath. High mountain. Breathe in. Dive down. Breathe out. Nice Manta halfway lift position. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands, feet back. Move through your vinyasa however you want to. See you in downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. A little bit longer. Keep it strong, powerful. Use your breath to support you, especially as your body is tired. Your breath is what's going to sustain you through the rest of your practice. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Open your left hip. Feel your strong hands on the ground. Feel the opening of your left hip. This is the same thing you are doing when you open into your half moon. So you're using what's called your medial glute muscle, that muscle on the outside of your left hip to open it up. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, and then step forward softly. Warrior 2, pivot your back heel down. Rise up, Virabhadrasana 2. So left toes face forward, right toes face to the right. For a moment, just feel your weight nice and centered, your shoulders stacked over your hips. Tone your belly. So rather than flaring your ribs forward, navel to spine, feel that brace around your middle. See if you can keep that, reach forward like you're trying to touch the front wall. When you cannot reach anymore, left hand towards the ground or left elbow to left thigh, right arm up or right arm forward. Try not to look down, but keep your heart open. If you want to move into the half or the full bind, go for it. Keep breathing, keep pressing through your feet. Nice job, everyone. Next couple of rounds, move into your balancing half moon. So heart stays open, hips stay open. Reach forward, back foot floats up. Keep your back leg really, really strong. So if your back leg feels heavy, it's probably because you're not engaging the muscles in your back leg and your back foot. So everything's strong and powerful, like you're stomping onto an invisible wall behind you. Squeeze your outer left glute, that medial glute. Use it to open through the front of your hips. Take one last big, huge in-breath. Beautiful work. Forward fold. Step your right foot down. Whatever feels good, pedal it out. Maybe you even want a little tiny potato bug ball. Spinal extension, inhale. Exhale, let it go, fold. One last time, rise all the way up to stand, arms to the sky as you breathe in, stretch. Hands to heart as you breathe out. All right, keep flowing. Inhale, high mountain. Slow dive, exhale. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Vinyasa your way. See you in downward facing dog. All right, inhale your right leg to the sky. Open your right hip. Option if you want to flip your dog here. So if you're flipping your dog, give yourself a couple rounds there. If you are still in three-legged dog, we're heading toward pigeon. So if you want to move into your pigeon, please feel free. Those of you in the back bend, breathe all the way down into your belly. Take one last big inhale and then come back, three-legged dog. Nice, man. As you're ready, friends, everybody, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. And just set your body down gently. If you want to take it instead on your back, if that would serve you better, always that is an option. Be here for a few rounds. Rather than anticipating when it's over, just be in it. Soften around it. Breath by breath. Anytime you want. Let yourself make a little bit of noise. Sometimes I feel like it feels good to do horse lips, buzz your lips. Helps relax the muscles in your face. You can do it. Do it until you can do it for a really long time. Your whole entire exhale. Notice if you're tightening up anywhere in your body. You really don't need to be. A lot of times if I really tune in, I notice I'm tensing up somewhere like my fingers or my shoulders, my forehead, just by noticing something shifts. Last couple breaths. And then start to lift your upper body. We're going to come into a seated position. So let your hips open and you're going to sit over onto your outer right butt cheek. So your back knee can bend a lot as your hips open. And then once you're sitting, bring your right shin parallel to the front edge of your mat. So scoot around if you need to. And then slide your left knee up towards your right heel. Do whatever feels good with this foot so that's not bugging your ankle. So you can kind of play around if you need to. Bring your hands behind you. Focus on your left knee. Try not to let it lift up. So inner left knee stays on the ground, and you're not trying to do a back bend. You're trying to keep a neutral spine. So navel towards your spine as you lean back. And as soon as your left knee lifts, that's as far as you go. So some people can lay all the way down and keep their left knee on the ground. For me, I can't go very far. This is working the inner rotation of your femur bone, your left femur bone in the hip socket. So it's kind of the opposite of what we work in pigeon pose. So just be wherever you're at for about 3, 4, 5 more deep breaths. If it bothers your left knee, keep these left toes active. Try to spread them apart. Last couple. And then end of your next exhale, lift your upper body. And pick up this left leg, swing it all the way around so your left foot comes to the outside of your right thigh. And then you can either adjust right heel towards your left butt cheek so both of your sit bones can come to the ground, or your right leg can extend forward. Hug your left knee in and sit up really tall. Puff up your chest. Take your left arm to the sky. Inhale, get even taller, reach up. And then exhale, twist. Your left hand comes down behind you. So try not to just put all your weight on your left hand and lean back, but just use your left hand to help you sit up really tall. Right hand can stay where it's at. You can use it as gentle leverage. Hold onto your left knee and just ever so gently pull. Or if you like to latch your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, go for it. If you like to bind the pose, if that's in your practice, go for it. Just make sure you can breathe all the way down into your belly. All the way to empty as you exhale. You don't have to force it. Just use your breath to work it a little tiny bit deeper from the inside. Each breath. And the end of your next exhale, friends. Unwind your upper body only for now. Hands off the right edge of your mat and take a little bow. So it's fine if your left butt cheek lifts, let your spine round and breathe into your low back. It even feels good for me sometimes if I try to twist towards the back wall just a little bit. Take one last round here. And lift up. Now everyone extend your right leg forward if it's not already. And bring the sole of your left foot towards your right inner thigh. It doesn't have to be super precise. Bring your left hand behind you, fingers face away from your body. And we're just gonna lift our hips. So it's a variation of modified side plank or modified wild thing. Lift your hips and reach your right arm back. Your right foot can press into the ground. And then just think of creating lots of length, lots of space. One more big inhale. Good job. Exhale, bring your sit bones down. However you want to get back to down dog, whatever you'd like to do to kind of neutralize. So it might feel good to windshield wiper a couple times. Maybe you want a little bit of core. You could take boat pose for a couple breaths. And then eventually cross your ankles, roll over your feet, step or hop back. If you just want to get there and not any fancy way at all, that's fine with me. So just do your next few rounds, no rush. Downward facing dog is where we're headed. All right, from your down dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. Feel your hip open one more time. Stay here or option for the back bend, flip your dog. If you want to move into your pigeon pose, you're not taking wild thing, go for it. Otherwise, those of you in the back bend, Open through your front body. Keep the strength in your back body. Keep the tone in your belly to support your low back. Take one more big inhale. And then come back. Three-legged dog. Find your way to pigeon as you're ready. Big deep breaths. This might even be a different version than you took on the other side. So our sides lots of times are different. You can listen to that and honor that. You don't always have to do the exact same thing on both sides. Soften where you can soften. Really good awareness, you guys. Give it about 3 more rounds. Open your mouth if you want, side out. Start to lift your upper body. And we'll come into a seated position. So nice and easy. You can sit over onto your outer left butt cheek, letting your back knee bend. And then once you're on the outside of your left butt cheek, kind of scooch around so that your left shin is parallel to the front edge of your mat. And then slide your right knee up to your left heel. Adjust through your right foot, however you need to, so this isn't bugging your ankle. And then hands behind you. Start to lean back. Try not to create a back bend, but opposite. Neutral spine is what we're going for. Only go as far as you can without letting your inner right knee lift off the ground. So keep trying to press your inner right knee down. Some people will be able to lay all the way down. If you are laying all the way down, is there anyone laying down? Try to press your back right ribs down a little bit more. So again, this is working the inner rotation in our right hip rather than the external rotation, which is what we're working in pigeon pose. So for me, pigeon pose is really easy, feels really natural, but this one feels really unnatural. Usually we go one way or the other. So just notice, what do you feel in your body? And get curious about that. Breathe into that. Last couple breaths. And then slowly start to lift your upper body back upright. And you'll take your right leg, this back leg, swing it around. So right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Your left leg can extend, or you can adjust so that your left heel is closer to your right glute. You want to be in a position where both of your sit bones are on the ground. Hug your right knee in and sit up really tall. If your left leg's extended, flex your left toes back and they should be facing straight up towards the sky. Pick your right arm up, breathe in here, reach, lengthen. Then as you exhale, twist, right hand comes down behind you. I just come to my right fingertips and sometimes I even use a block under my right hand. So you're trying not to lean back and put all your weight in your right arm. Just use your right arm to help you sit up really tall. And then if you want to, you can latch your left elbow. You could bind your pose if it's in your practice. Breathe down into your belly. job. End of your next exhalation. Legs stay the same, but unwind your upper body. Hands off the left edge of your mat, round your back. So take your little bow. Your right butt cheek can lift. This should feel good. It's like a counter pose to what we just did. And then come back up. Uncross your legs. Let's all come down onto our back and take windshield wipers on our back. So all the way down. Once you're on the ground, feet nice and wide, mat width distance apart. Bend your knees and let your knees fall slowly and mindfully from side to side. A little flex in your toes if you feel any pain in your ankle or your knee. Just go slow and see what you can find, see what you can feel. You really pay attention. So what do you feel in your low back? What do you feel in your hips? What do you feel in your side bodies? And eventually, I'd say give yourself a couple more rounds. Then eventually come back to center and just find a happy baby pose. No hurry. After a few rounds in happy baby, you can rock it out. You can pull a bow and arrow, extend one leg, then the other. Extend both at the same time. After a few rounds, if there's any other poses, any other movements, any last little wiggles you want to get out, please feel free, take your time. Eventually, you're moving towards your Shavasana, your final relaxation. If you have something to cover your eyes, that might be nice. You can take your Shavasana in the traditional corpse pose. If there's another position that would feel more restful for you, feel free to go there instead. As you settle in, friends, I just have a reading for you. This is by Rick Rubin. It's about self-doubt. He says, self-doubt lives in all of us. And while we may wish it gone, it is there to serve us. Flaws are human, and the attraction of art is the humanity held in it. If we were machine-like, the art wouldn't resonate. It would be soulless. With life comes pain, insecurity, and fear. We are all different and we are all imperfect. And the imperfections are what make each of us and our work interesting. We create pieces reflective of who we are. And if insecurity is sometimes part of who we are, then our work will have a greater degree of truth in it as a result. So sometimes it's okay to feel self-doubt, to feel pain or insecurity or fear. It's all just part of being human. It's part of living this life. Rather than pushing it away and pretending like it never existed, you give it space to be felt and to be held, maybe to be expressed in some way. It's not necessarily right now. But just think of your body as wide open space for all forms of energy, good, bad, comfortable, uncomfortable, all forms to move through. So as you lay here, just notice whatever there is to notice. It's floating around inside of you. Just right now, get curious about it. Be the witness to it. And as I play different sounds, different vibrations, just let the sounds, let the vibrations, let the frequencies take you deeper into your own space. And even if it feels uncomfortable or overwhelming at times, see if you can be with it, soften around it. So just like you would do for an uncomfortable yoga pose. These last few moments of class. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. You'll start to slowly bring movement back into your physical body. When you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Take a couple of breaths, just resting on your side. Use your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation. As you sit up, gather your hands to your heart center. And just bow your head to your heart. Acknowledge yourself, thank yourself, feel into gratitude to yourself, for yourself. Making the effort to be here, to show up, and roll out your mat, and do your practice, and connect with your body and your breath and yourself in a deeper way, more intentional way. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. You're welcome. Thanks for being here, friend. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Good to have you. Did you used to come with somebody, like a friend, or just by yourself?